Hi there guys, so I'm back with another YouTube vlog today and I'm actually in Tesco, so it's a new spot for me, a new location. So the last few places I've been to, being the park where I make my usual videos or McDonald's. I haven't actually done a vlog there, so I'm gonna do a vlog there soon. And at the moment I am filled with anxiety. It's not crippling, but it is to the point where I'm very self-conscious. And this is exactly why I need to do my exposures and at the same time focus on the techniques and exercises like the limb noodle, so going completely loose and just letting your muscles relax and at the same time taking it all in, so anything that I feel welcome at, because it's part of rewiring your nervous system and giving your brain and thoughts a different perspective in how social life works and stuff. Other than that, I'd like to of course talk about supermarkets today. So supermarkets are very important in our day-to-day lives, and here in the UK we've got quite a few dominant ones. So one being the one I'm currently in, so I'm in Tesco, and the other ones are the competing ones, such as Asda, we've got Sainsbury's, we've got Lidl. So I don't know if I can use Lidl because it's not a UK supermarket. And there's Sainsbury's, if I mentioned it. There's a M&S, and there's quite a few others. So something with the British supermarkets is, they've got the typical, the high street foods, the care products, the electronic section, and within the actual supermarket leadership and the boards on here, there are supermarkets that are leading it, such as M&S is leading in the quality of foods, but it's downhill for them when it comes to the pricing of foods and their products. But places like Tesco here, it's known for its sort of cheap value, but not in the sense as the food is bad quality, but the pricing is very low, and at the same time you can't have very low pricing and a high quality product at the same time. So it's it makes up for it. So the quality isn't too good and the pricing is just perfect for the standard working class. And you've got your high-end people, so the bracket range of people that shop in M&S is more of not the well-off people but just above the working class. For example, a typical pricing for strawberries, let's say, is in Tesco it's around £2.30p, £2.10p. Within Marks Spencer, so M&S, it's actually I think close to £4, £5-ish. And that's exactly where you see the slight difference, and the quality in it as well makes a huge difference. So as we go from the British grown strawberries where they've been taken care of and everything has been noted, so all environmental and the seeds, where it came from, the location, the quality, everything is recorded, and it's exactly what they sell in Marks Spencer's. But here in Tesco's, along with Sainsbury's, Asda, Costco, the other supermarkets, they all have imports, so they bring it in from countries that also have regulations, but because it's not up to the standards that can be classified as well, sort of taken care of, that's where the differences it lays at. So that's the fruits and stuff where you can grow, and other things like packets of crisps, bread, all of those are sort of similar, of course. So crisps are made from the factories and then distributed out to Marks Spencer, Sainsbury's, all of the supermarkets. And the reason why it's just a bit more expensive is because I believe something maybe internal within the supermarket. So the way they deal with their deliveries, or the contract they've got with these warehouses that invoice them, have their sort of chain connection. So they get it at a different value, and also there could be, I know it sounds wild, but there could be a different way that it's produced for the higher end supermarkets in comparison to Tesco. So the quality of clothes, the supermarkets now have evolved. So they've got clothes, they've got TVs, they've got electronics, they've got everything you can find in the actual, the city centre malls. But of course, it's not your expensive high brands, for example, Gucci, Chanel. They don't have contracts with them, but it's the standard clothes, and whenever you look at the labels at the back, so this is from Primark. Actually, this is from TikTok. Yeah. So this is something random, but I'd say it was made in maybe Thailand, Philippines, or somewhere in that region. And that's the same as Tesco as well. So if I got this, for example, for £4 or £5 from, of course, TikTok online, and they've got the same, woven fabric, the same, made in the same place, that region of the world, imported to Tesco, you can only tell how much, value Tesco is going to put on their clothes and, sell it for. Whereas the high-end supermarkets are fetching out clothes that have been tailored within the UK, and they are sort of a better standard quality. So if this is like nylon, I'm not quite sure what this is. If they've got cotton, whatever it is, it's made from the UK, it's going to have a better quality. When you actually ingrow the foods, make the fabric here, everything here, and your customers, and even the raw material wise, they're also working towards satisfying your customers. It makes a better sort of deal, and you'll be able to price it higher as well. So anyways, so let's venture out now. So when it comes to Americas and Japan, China, their supermarkets are a bit different. So they've got Walmart, they've got Target, they've got the sort of different supermarkets out there. And it is more like, how can I say, like international, because number one, it's across all the states, so 50 states. So now, for example, Tesco is just within the UK. If I'm wrong, it could be maybe, of course, within Gibraltar, the independent sort of place where it's still part of the UK, and maybe parts of the British Islands, somewhere in the Pacific Ocean. And another place is, anyways, it's just that. So Walmart, they sell all quality stuff, and I'm not saying it's high end, but in America, it's the Tesco version of the American supermarkets, and the high end is the Target. I've actually been to Target, Walmart when I went to America, and Target, you can actually see like even the stuff there, the fabric of the clothes, the quality of the foods, just the standards and the way it's just organized. You can tell it's the high-end one. And in Japan, they're famous for 7-Eleven, and that's something that I definitely believe the UK should be working towards. And it's not just the UK; it's every country in the world. The reason being, they've got foods where you can literally go to a vending machine, put around whatever, like say like $2-3, and you get like a fresh sort of dish. And it comes packaged, a fresh dish that just comes down from literally $2-3. You get like your spaghetti, your rice, your chicken, your steak. You get anything, and you literally just pick and you get it right then and there. So that's definitely something. And also you've got like ice cream parlors inside a typical 7-Eleven. And bear in mind, 7-Eleven is not like your big supermarket. It's much smaller. It's actually the same size, or actually the same size as the UK Costco's and the Swedish. If I say the Swedish Wells or Willys, I think the shop's called Willys. Yeah, I don't know how that sounds, but the quality of customer service, the foods, from what I see anyways, I haven't been there, is unbelievable, and it's definitely something that should be a standard that all the countries, so the European countries, American countries, Asian countries, African countries, they should all be working towards. And that, I think, is leading in the world. So when it comes to innovation, when it comes to technology, electronics, food, quality, anything, I think Japan is the number one leading country in the world. Anyways, that's my little diving into supermarkets. And I actually chose this topic when I came here purposely because I am in the supermarket. And, what better time to, dive into such topic. But yeah, I am feeling the anxiety and stuff, so I'm feeling at the back of my neck. And I'm literally just taking it all in. I understand it will be there in the next few videos. And I expect it, of course, not to be gone, but if it's there, then come with me, anxiety. I'm still going to do this regardless, and I'm still going to be doing these videos for you lot. But anyways, this is it. So I'll wrap the video up right here. And I'll catch you all on the next part. Without any further ado, take care and enjoy your day. Bye guys.